So I was mentioning the work of poet Jack Agüeros, who passed away last year, right? A poet and translator also, Julio de Burgos, and a very important activist figure also. So Agüeros was really thinking about El Barrio in expansive terms. Right? El Barrio wasn't just about, right, community art in the present. It was also about indigenous history. It was also about forging connections with Latin America, right? And some of those moves could be controversial, but it was always rooted in the community of El Barrio, right? So it was about reaching the people of El Barrio of East Harlem, but it was also a kind of wager about the spatial politics of what a barrio could be. And that would be maybe a final point to make about Wokitokiteki, is how much this project is about my barrios, right? It's about, you'll notice a lot of the pieces are either in the Bronx or in Rio Piedras, right? Which is the sector of San Juan, where I grew up and where I studied at the University of Puerto Rico, Rio Piedras, en la UPI, in the house, and also the where my father still lives. So there's a sense in which, right, this project is also a kind of renewed engagement, right, or a vlog, right, a vlog of just my own trajectories, right, across and along these barrios that I have a profound personal relationship with, but also a kind of conceptual one, right? I'm trying to love them enough to think about them as spaces that complicate representation, kind of sedimented spaces, right? In that Smithson-esque sense, right? Spaces defined by a kind of density of the sign, right? And also by a kind of irreducible materiality, right? Maybe this is a difference between my own project and Smithson, is that mine in a way is mediated by affect, right? My relationship with these places, and I'm trying to think about Smithson's theorization of affect. Not sure about that, but I think a lot of these poems assume a certain kind of privileged relationship, right, and intimate relationship, right, with these spaces, even the ones I did in Florida, and a part of Florida I'm not familiar with because my mom just moved there. It is my mom's place, right? So I'm thinking about her trajectory in Florida, right, as I'm engaging, right, with the space around me. So one thing I'll be doing in the coming months is try to expand upon that, right? There's a couple of poems in Chicago, so I try to do that, to work with spaces that are not familiar to me, that I don't have that kind of intimate investment with, and see where the project could go. But I'm a little bit ambivalent about that, because I think I always wanted to be at least somewhat rooted, right? Even if it travels. Puede viajar, puede circular, se puede improvisar, se puede jugar, but I want that rootedness in spaces that are effectively loaded, in spaces that that mark, right, a certain kind of geo-affective, right, potentiality for me, maybe for others close to me.